everyone, I'm Echoes and I'm a Vtuber, and I'll be going over Grendizer U episode 3, as it goes over a bit more backstory and develops a bit more on the villain side, with some possible implications for the future, but that's to be shown. Anyway, we'll get started. So the beginning of the episode has quite a lot of really important information, so I'm going to just kind of say it aloud just as a reference. A lot of important information here. All right, so we'll get started. So, in the vast space, far away from planet Earth, let's see, a great alliance of more than 200 planets emerged. And was ruled with an iron fist by the planet Vega. Expanding its military influence to dominate this entire alliance, to serve its interests and control the universe. So they're kind of like essentially an empire. While destroying entire planets. And then, one sec. One of the planets that the Alliance destroyed is none other but planet Fleet, which is the planet that the main character comes from. The Fleet family ruled this planet with justice and equality. So, Planet Vega attempted to invade planet Fleet. However, invasion attempts failed more than 7 times. Thanks to Grendizer, the most powerful weapon in the Guardian of planet Fleet. Following these battles, the Vega Alliance signed a treaty with the Fleet family. The treaty includes steps towards achieving peace between both planets. The treaty prohibited the destruction of Grendizer, which is it's kind of interesting imagery here, where it's kind of like a crucified imagery, but it's really held by vines somehow, and then there's this mysterious figure behind it. And prohibited other parties from seizing this formidable weapon. Then we have this mysterious figure right here. And then get the opening, which we'll skip for now. And then Duke's anger. Sound makes sense. And then we come back to when he was fighting against Kasado, who was being a jerk. Like, Kasado, this is the day of retribution. Definitely a way to start, huh? And then he's like, the other guy said, I destroyed Planet Fleet's gorgeous government palace, because reasons. Rub your eyes, you coward. And then he's just taunting him. And then it's interesting that this guy mentioned that like this whip sort of thing is called a sticky weapon, which he uses a bit, not here. I guess in this, I don't know what we could do. Fight me. Yeah, this weird beam whip thing. That's kind of interesting. It's also cool that the Kasado's kind of riding his vehicle, I guess. Not really the same as like surfing, but I guess the general idea is similar. Kasado being a jerk, like usual. They're fighting, and then main character's attacking. Nothing too interesting in this fight besides just watching Kasado get curb stomped. And then it's also interesting here that Kasado is telling him not to use Space Thunder, which is very deadly stuff. He's like, oh, you're gonna just destroy this entire area and stuff. And then his friend here, Koji, is trying to contact him, but he's having some difficulties because of this whole entire space fleet, like, in the horizon. We have detected enemy forces, over 3,000 units. And then I still find it that their whole diamond ring ship is so ridiculous looking. Anyway. And then they're going to send out reinforcements to help Kasado. Let's attack all at once. I also didn't realize before, but I see now is that this person emerging from this guy's head. I guess it's like one of those like really old tropes where sometimes you have like a typical body, but it's like entirely mechanical, and you just have a little guy controlling it inside. It's always really interesting, but yeah. So they're attacking with their enemy forces. Like, that's a great idea. And then, and this guy's like, oh, there's a lot of ships. And then they're all attacking him. But he's like, fine. It's like, what? Oh my god, he's so strong. Anyway. And then these guys are like, wow, this guy is like, not like, oh, they want to launch a missile. But they realize that a lot of their attacks aren't working because he's just destroying them all using his like chest beam or whatnot. It's like, oh my god. Destroys everything. Even this guy's surprised by it. He's like, oh, that's exciting. They told you this before, by killing your people and fiance and destroying your planet. Your nickname is now the barbaric prince who killed his parents. I'm surprised he's taunting him like that. He knows it's not true. He did it. And then this guy's like, nope, that's, you're the murderer. Yeah, that's right. And then this guy confessed this. I killed them both because of you, you coward prince. Wow, this guy's truly a jerk. He's like, I killed them, ho ho. And then you can see he's kind of going to go berserk again because you see that energy in his eye. Because he's just really mad. Grendizer is the name of the space robot. Oh yeah, these guys are being explaining the situation a little bit. It's a weapon of justice. Grendizer, this is my time. So in a way, they're trying to defeat Grendizer using the saucers, but then Grendizer's too powerful. And then this guy's like, okay, we're going to use like, let's see. And then the enemies in the diamond ship are like, can't believe all this strength. And then prepare Vega's lethal missile. But isn't that a weapon used to destroy planets, which understandable concern. I don't mind destroying a whole planet. Means getting rid of Grendizer is like, I guess the ends justify the means, huh? What about the knight Kasado? He's there. It's like Kasado will die during the battle in honor. I'm like, wow. And then that I feel like she just pops up sometimes and doesn't. Just interesting, I guess. Like some sort of void, whatever. Attacking oneself during battle is one of the traits of the Starker Knights, which is also something that the main character is. So this is how battles are conducted in decisive wars. Target is Grendizer, so they're going to use this beam to try to destroy the mega beam. And how about that? And then main character is able to get bring the other guy down. But Koji's trying to reach out to him before he goes crazy. Like, how do I contact him? And it's like, oh, forgive me, Kasado. You can tell he doesn't mean it. And do you think that you can be forgiven for this? Dun 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 dun. And then you can see that Koji's holding like the trigger to his ring. But all he does is just chuck the guy's mech and destroys the body, leaving only the head. So, pretty good aim, I gotta say. But then this guy is like essentially taken hostage with main character kind of looking at him. And then this guy's feeling relieved, like, thank God he didn't kill this guy, even though he killed my parents. Guess maybe in this case the merciful way would have been better. And then you have the diamond ship. These guys are good at watching. It's like they start the countdown with the beam. Why is that? 7 versus the birth month of the commander. Okay. Kind of, I guess, this way of cozying up to the guy. Okay, let's start the countdown. Increased energy reaction detected by lunar orbit and enemy stronghold. And then Koji reaches him and is like, there's something weird going on near the moon. After comes look at the moon, they're planning for something dangerous. That makes sense. So then main guy shoots his one of his weapons up to using Crusher Punch, jettison his fist off into space. And this guy is like taking it time. It's like, and then main character destroys the cannon, so he's safe. He's like, oh my god, we got hit by one of the weapons from Grendizer. What did you say? Oh my god. Start back, and then they're gonna retreat. They gotta get back whatever they have. Like, darn you. Don't. Forces continue attacking until this morning. Countered by unknown robot. And then this girl from before, who is that shrine maiden. It's like, oh, I gotta meet him, which is interesting. I'm interested in whatever her role will be. Probably to unlock maybe Grendizer's like secret powers from whatever that special ruin is, maybe. Thank you so much. And then Grendizer is considered a hero. Last many innocent people were put in danger because of me. But they're cheering for you. So he's glad that he didn't wreck this planet like he did the other time. And then you can see that they're retreating to the secret base in a waterfall, of course. I really love those waterfall bases, secret bases. I'm so impressed that they brought the enemy with them, the other guy, because they both have the Vivens. It kind of feels like they're just bringing him to like their secret base just because they're gonna hold him hostage or whatever. But yeah. I feel like that's a terrible idea, but that's their choice, I guess. And then they disembark. They meet Sayaka again. It's like, oh, sorry, I had to leave. Don't worry about it. And then they introduce her father, which is this guy right here. He's he's Koji's grandfather's best student. And then this is Genzo, who seems to be another scientist, space research. Looks like he's interested in a life from another planet, which makes sense based on his research. And it's like, oh, you talk too much. I use you here as research material. Okay. And then they're gonna get some rest. And then he wants to do some medical testing. They want to see if there's any harmful viruses on his body. Tests show essentially that he's just a human. I think we're descendants of the same breed, which is interesting. What the fish is going to say about this. And when we have a problem hosting this robot on our planet, could put us in danger. But if Mr. Kabuto would have been here, he wouldn't have never hesitated. So in a way, it's interesting that he's kind of this guy is continuing his mentor's legacy. And then Koji is going to see Mazinger Z, which has been very much wrecked and beheaded. So a lot of repairs. You can see that this guy is just really sad at all the destruction. May take them time to be repaired. Rocket Punch was stronger than all their weapons. But yeah. He's generally really sad. Don't forget, you're the guardian my grandpa made for me. So it's really, you could tell he really cares about the robot a lot. So hopefully it gets fixed soon. Most powerful one. Because lethal cannon cannot be repaired unless you go back to your planet. So they gotta do a retreat. You're such an idiot. You want people see us all the shame and disgrace that has befallen us, which makes sense. Kasado's fault. But that Filch boy hasn't been involved here. The boy had a maid, right? Her name's Naida. So like, oh, we're gonna use this lady. We have Sayaka again. When we see the Duke here. They call him Daisuke, of course, that's his Japanese name, but I'll call him Duke just for convenience. He's like, oh, hi. He never met, and then Koji's kind of talking. He's just, I never imagined we encounter powerful robots. On plane, we're just like a drop in the ocean. Wonder if we would have built something so powerful. It's impossible. And he's like, Koji's like, do you think we're weak? And he's like, nope. And then we get some important backstory involving Grendizer here. It's like, but the people of Planet Fleet didn't build it. Then who did? The Vega forces? One sec. They mention it here. They said he was built by a supernatural being. So I think the word they used was God. So it was really interesting how this robot could be so powerful, but it wasn't built essentially by humans, but by something else entirely. So maybe that's why the Vega forces want so much. He's like, I don't believe that. But because of Grendizer's powers, have nothing to do with the scientific inventions of Planet Fleet. Thanks to you, me and Grendizer have succeeded. Defeat the Vega. You don't need to compliment me. What do you think encouraged me to use Grendizer again? You can see he's using the ring here. Gave me determination, persistence, confidence, and determination, persistence, and strength and self-confidence. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart, my friends. So it's good that these two do have a close bond. It's nice. We all need some more camaraderie. Hope you let me keep the ring, which you will. You let me keep the ring. Now, know that I still want to keep it on my finger here. It's like, okay, sure. And then you have this guy who currently taken hostage, as you can see in this jail cell. Kind of interesting is that he's pulling a device from his eye, which is right here. The eye that's covered up, it looks like it's just a fake eye. And then he's using it to call Naida, who was the person he was torturing before. You can tell, and you can see since she's with the princess, she's not the princess, but they look similar. So in a way, they probably may have worked together or from the same planet. And then you see her with a younger boy right here. So in a way, she's kind of looking through like fond memories of the past. But then she gets a call from Kasado with her earring. It's like, sent you my location, get me out of here. Which is definitely interesting. I'm going to get to it. And then an interesting thing she said is, Sirius, your sister is leaving now. So I think Sirius was that blue-haired boy in the picture that we saw just earlier. I think why she's going to do all this crazy stuff is because I think her brother is held hostage. So she's doing all this crazy stuff just to take him back for whatever reason. But regardless, it's still pretty sad that she has to go this far to deal with a crazy person like Kasado who doesn't really care about her at all. And he's about to leave. She meets the commanders here. He's like, where do you think you're going? And then we go back to Kasado, who notices that them come in. He's like, be careful. Medical test so that he's an alien, so he's definitely not human. Then we see them greet him. It's like, oh, are you letting me out if I answer your questions? You can't impose on any terms. I know that if I don't answer, barbarians will kill me. So it's kind of interesting how they consider the humans on Earth to be barbarians, but I guess maybe with the whole technological difference, maybe that's a reason why. To me, then why did he steal Grendizer? So I guess why did he essentially kill my parents to all get this robot? These are the Great Vega's orders. I'm just obeying orders. It's interesting now we have this mention of probably the ruler of the Vega allied forces. Great Vega, is that the enemy leader? He is the founder of the Vega Alliance forces. We haven't seen them for thousands of years. Do you live for thousands of years? No, we're just like you. So how can that be? How can this guy live for so long? I think he's nothing more than a legend. And then Kasado mentions essentially what the Great Vega told him. He says, we need Grendizer. Let's see. Grendizer, that is a top priority. He's more important than the life of this entire planet. So what is he? So in a way, the Great Vega has essentially goals to get the Grendizer for whatever reason, but it's never elaborated yet, as he mentioned. What does he need it for? I have no idea. Even Gondal and his aides never believed that the Great Vega existed, but that legend acknowledged me and talked to me. And then he is like, oh, I'm the greatest, the great Kasado, blah blah, his name. So now these people are like, great Vega, I can't believe he exists. I think all of this has nothing to do with the invasion of Planet Fleet. I think it could actually have it a reason, because why else would they go to such far lengths to go to this planet in the first place? And then they notice a sight, which is one of the Vega spaceships, and they chase it down. We can't say whoever is in there. And then you can see the main character puts on his costume, goes in, like, don't do it. And they pull out that woman from before, who's Naida. So Naida, do you know her? We were childhood friends. So she's really pretty, but yeah, it's a bit sad that she probably is going to be backstabbing this guy. Thank God you're safe. And then you see here is that she's like, you can tell she has like that suspicious smile right here, because essentially she's going to probably stab in the back to save her brother. Especially like this scene is pretty scary. Kind of feels like really suspicious, because you can tell essentially this gives the impression that she's lying, I think. And then we get to the ending. So in general, we get quite a bit of development. We get backstory on the relationship between Planet Vega, or the Vega Alliance forces, with Planet Fleet. We get the whole fight with Kasado, and then we get Kasado being captured, and then we get the whole thing with the Vega Alliance forces kind of just trying to find a way to get what they want and not run away in shame. And then also a bit of backstory with I guess the normal people at the base who are supporting them. We get Koji seeing Mazinger Zine, hoping that it's going to be fixed eventually. And we get the whole thing with Naida, who definitely is super suspicious, especially when she crash lands such a very easily visible place, all to break Kasado out. So it's gonna be a fun next episode. She's definitely gonna break that guy out, and then they're gonna run away. But yeah, it's a bit sad that she has to do so because of her brother for whatever reason. But yeah, you never really know with this stuff, and we'll see how things go. But that I feel like is prediction. Is that Naida break out Kasado, mayhem breaks out, and then hopefully we could also revisit that ruin with that woman who wants to meet Daisuke/Duke, because it looks like he proved himself that he actually can not go berserk if he has someone to depend on, and also he has that ring as a final resort. So yeah, so overall pretty interesting stuff. More developments, of course, but I think gradually we'll learn about things slowly and see how things play from there. So yeah. Anyway, that's all. Hope you didn't mind listening to me, and looking forward to the next episode.